Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So guys, there's this narrative that these 304s always try and push, that all of us men cheat and we're dogs and all this foolishness, right? And guys, we all know that the only guys that are cheating on their chicks really are Chads, Tyrones, and if they're old chicks, Nug and Pookie, right? Most guys have either walked away from dating or can't even cheat. It's just not a thing, right? So guys, we're gonna go to dumpster fire known as TikTok, right? Because guess what, guys? A lot of chicks like being side chicks. They would rather be Chad and Tyrone's side chick than get with a regular dude, and then they go to TikTok and actually talk about how they enjoy being side chicks. So guys, we'll check this out. Before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment, because it really helps keep this channel going. Guys, check out my second channel and my locals linked in the description, and let's get into this.
Top 5 reasons why I was so comfortable being a side chick. So I understand this is a very taboo topic because everyone hates side chicks, right? Wrong. Your man loves them, so listen up. And before y'all get in my comments talking all that smack, please understand you couldn't squeeze a solid fuck out of me. Not a one. I don't care. This is my truth. So y'all know I did recently go back to therapy, so I was giving my therapist the rundown, chopping it up. She goes on to say that I'm addicted to the highs that he provides for me.
Look at that.
In the moment. I said, so it got my wheels a-turning. Reason number 5, convenience of the relationship. Usually, we don't want your man for real. It's like we borrow him for a good time, not a long time. So I didn't mind borrowing him and giving him back. Number
These chicks are sick. Did you hear that?
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
4. I actually enjoyed the single life.
Please.
I have trust issues and I have commitment issues. I don't desire a relationship at this time in my life. Number 3, the perks. If you are not getting perks and you are a side chick, then you're doing it so wrong. The shopping dates, it was the gifts, it was the love bombing, It was just so romantic every time we linked up, right?
Clown world.
All because I was a good little side chick and I knew my role. I can't tell you how many times while I sat there while this man was on the phone with his girlfriend and didn't make a peep. Because why would I break up a happy home? Why would I want to do that? Who are you going to go to once you leave her? It's not me. I don't want you. Number 2, very, very rare that we argue or have a disagreement. Reason number 1, the schlong is schlonging. That's pretty self-explanatory. TikTok, this video is for educational and informative purposes only and not meant to bully or belittle anyone.
Look at that, guys. Look at this chick. And of course, all these stupid tattoos here, right? Guys, just unashamedly talking about all this sex and stuff.
A pot smoking slut.
Look at that, guys. These are these 304s out of here. And guys, a couple things stand out. Number 1, she says that she doesn't want a relationship, yet she's always being with guys that are in relationships, right? I think that kind of is a catch-22. Girls like this, they don't want to find a single guy. They only want a guy that's pre-selected because they think that he has the traits that they want automatically because another chick is with him, right? Look at that. And then she said that she's quiet while dude's on the phone with his girlfriend. Guys, look at that. And they blame us men. This chick is twice as evil as any man that cheats on his wife or girlfriend. Because she's saying that she knew that he was with the girl from the jump. And just didn't care. And guys, are hashtags. Hashtag side chick. Hashtag gifts. Hashtag education. Hashtag dating advice. Clown world.
To the ladies that are looking for married men, they actually prefer dating somebody else's husband. Y'all do not date somebody who's married. I just saw some videos on YouTube about how to date a married man, how to know the married man is using you. Regardless, that person's in covenant. Do you think that something good is going to come from you dating a man who is married?
Of course
No.
they do.
If a man is married and he is seeing you, he's using you for something. Whether it be affection, an ego boost, an escape from his reality, something. There is nothing good that's going to come from you dating somebody else's spouse. Nothing. Y'all got to be careful about the seeds that you are sowing, because one day you will reap. You get in the way of somebody else's marriage, what do you think will happen to your marriage or your partnership? Just food for thought.
So guys, these chicks love being side chicks so much that this chick here, she's like a marriage counselor type thing, had to make a video about this side chick culture and all these chicks saying that they're intentionally dating married men. Clown world. Look at that, guys. To the point to where her advice in her relationship thing is saying, hey, a married man is only using you for sex. Yeah, you think? How delusional can these chicks be? You know what I mean? And this is all pushed by this side chick culture. The fact that there is a side chick culture means chicks love being side chicks. They love finding guys that are married. To the point where she said there's whole videos being made on TikTok about how to date a married man, a guide to dating married men. Look at that. But it's all us men's fault, right? Come on. You guys know that chicks would always be Chad, side chick, than date a regular guy. And guys, this chick's hashtags. Hashtag married. Hashtag marriage. Hashtag side chick. Hashtag adultery. Hashtag Christianity. Hashtag divorced women. Hashtag covenant. Hashtag reap what you sow. And guys, some of the comments here. This person says, it's wild. All of my friends have been side chicks at one point, not me, and they think I'm crazy. Another person says, so trifling. Damn, look at that. This person, of course, her name on this TikTok is Nurses Who Budget. I know a girl dating a married man. He bought her an Audi and a house. I used to be against dating married men, but I'm starting to not even care. I'm thinking about doing it myself. Clown world. These chicks are nuts. Clown world.
Side chick. Of course I'm your wife's homegirl.
Look at that.
I'm the side chick. Of course I know all y'all problems.
I'm the side chick. Of course I picked out your birthday, anniversary, Valentine's, and Christmas gift.
I'm the side chick. Of course I had an abortion to save your marriage.
Jesus.
I'm the side chick. Of course that's me that you taste when you kiss him.
Whoa, look at that. Jesus Christ, look at that, guys. Look at that. Unashamed.
I'm the side chick. Of course I'm finer than your wife.
Look at that, guys. These chicks talk all this trash about men and somehow think that there's some sisterhood, some
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
clown world, right? All these chicks do is screw each other over, right? And the one thing that she said where she is your wife, where she's the wife's homegirl, it's true. Because all these chicks, they want to try and break up their friends' relationships because they want to bang their husbands. And even if they don't break up the relationship, they want to bang them anyways. Look at that, guys. She said she had a baby deletion to save your marriage. Clown world. Guys, and I guarantee these knuckleheads, they have kids. And they're raising the future carjackers of America. And guys, their hashtags. Hashtag 304s. Hashtag side chick. Hashtag sneaky link. Look at that. Look at that, man. Someone says, these comments. You're the side chick. Of course, your hairline starts halfway back your scalp. Look at this chick. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Guys, this isn't funny at all, man. People think this is being cute, right? But guys, there are chicks that honestly believe this. Clown world.
A married man, and I don't feel bad.
Of course you
And I know a lot
don't.
of people are going to leave me hate in the comments for this, but just hear me out. The story starts at my job where I met him for the first time. He came in with a bunch of his coworkers, and instantly I was drawn to him. Physically, he was not my type. He was short, he was chubby, and he was also Filipino. So the night goes on, and he tipped me a ton of money that night, and afterwards asked me if he could take me out sometime. And I said, yeah, sure. And just because he had tipped
Now, guys, hold on. Let's pump the brakes here. Pay attention to how many times she says the word money, okay?
me so much, I gave him my number and he gave me his, but I never expected to hear from him after that. But then about a week later, he texted me and he seemed really persistent to want to take me out, and I was a little apprehensive, so we settled on just a lunch date. This lunch date, which was, by the way, at a super nice steakhouse, ended up turning into a shopping event. I never meant for this to be a sugar daddy situation, but when he said that he wanted to take me to Valentino and Louis Vuitton on a shopping spree, I was like, sure. Like, literally at that point in my life, I had only ever owned like one Michael Kors bag. After that shopping spree, it did sort of turn into a sugar daddy, sugar baby situation, and I'm not gonna lie, he spent a lot of money, and he would even pay me to hang out with him.
Look at that.
One odd thing was...
Look at that, guys. You look at that.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
that there was never any intimate contact between us. Like, there would maybe be hand holding and maybe like a kiss on the cheek, but never anything more than that. Sometimes he would joke about having a micro you-know-what, and so I assumed maybe it was...
Guys, she said there was no physical contact, and he was buying her Louis bags. If you guys believe that...
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Clown world.
It was because of that. And to be honest, I was getting like more and more attracted to him the more time we spent together. He was super nice to me. Like my previous boyfriend, I paid all the bills. I took care
and the more money he spent, right?
of us financially. A year into this relationship, it goes from a sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship to me actually catching legitimate feelings for this guy. So much so that he actually plans a trip to New York City, flies me out first class with him, puts me up in a 5-star luxury hotel, and invites my entire family to stay with us. He takes me to the Cartier store and buys me a Forever bracelet. I thought this guy was going to propose to me. So I decided I was going to make it Instagram official, and I even posted a picture of us. The trip ends, we go back home, and things take a really, really weird turn. And I want you guys to remember that this guy was still spending lots of money on me, and specifically at Louis Vuitton. Remember that, because that is an important detail you will need to know at the end. He starts being really flaky once we get back from our New York trip. He's not answering my text messages, and eventually I crack and I just call him up. I say, hey, can we have lunch? Because I want to know what's going on between us. So he meets up with me for lunch, and he finally confesses why he's been so weird. He tells me that he's been having chronic headaches, and he decided to go see a neurologist, and that neurologist told him that he had some sort of lesion or spot on his brain. Because this guy was super well connected in the Philippines and knew a lot of doctors there, he was going to go fly there for 3 to 4 weeks and figure out what was going on. And then things get even weirder. For 3 to 4 weeks, I don't hear from him at all. And because I'm so delulu, I actually convinced myself that it was probably because there was no cell phone service in the Philippines. Your girl is panicking. She's checking obituaries every single day because I'm literally thinking the worst. So eventually I say enough is enough, and I remember one thing about this man. I remember where he said he worked. And I also remember the names of one of his coworkers. So I call up his work, I ask for him, and obviously he's not in. So then I ask to be transferred to his coworker, who is there. And as soon as I tell the coworker who I am and that I'm looking for so-and-so, he is like completely shocked and caught off guard. Like, he tells me that he can't discuss this over the phone, but that he would like to meet up for dinner that night and tell me everything that's going on because he just feels that it's fair to me. So I start freaking out.
Yeah, right. He was trying to smash too, right? And guys, this is why you don't get involved with chicks like this, trying to stalk him and all this other foolishness, right?
I meet up with this guy for dinner, and I'm just like, hey, what's going on? Like, so-and-so told me that he has a brain tumor possibly. He's been in the Philippines for 4 weeks. And his coworker tells me that he is indeed in the Philippines, but he's not there for the reason that he told me. He is there for the funeral of his father with his wife and 2 kids. Then I go on and tell his coworker all the things that he's been doing with me, all the shopping trips, all of the vacations. And he's like shocked that this man even has this much money to be able to spoil me this way. And I end up finding out that his wife actually works for Louis Vuitton. which
Oops.
explains all of the Louis Vuitton gifts. At this point, I was so heartbroken and so shocked, and I was so ready to put this all behind me. But then about 2 weeks later, I got a really scary and threatening message from a woman on my Instagram who commented on that picture that I posted of him. Obviously, his wife. Turns out she found out because he used her airline points to book our first-class flights to New York City. And she saw my name on the reservation using her points. Now, obviously, this must have been devastating to her, and my sympathy goes out to her, but I felt like I was completely bamboozled as well. To this day, I still have such a hard time trusting people because this person...
So wait, this guy was using his wife's Louis Vuitton discount on this chick and then flying her out using his wife's airline miles.
City boy! City boy!
Oh man, look at that. Don't get me wrong, guys. This guy's still a
Beta!
but you might as well do it on a discount for tricking, right?
was capable of creating such lies. This man was capable of lying not only to me, but all of my friends and family, and he kept it up for so long. So I'd like to know, do you think I'm to blame? I dated a married man, and I don't feel bad.
Well, guys, look at that. Look at that. So she's a side chick. And look at that. Anyone in their right mind would never, ever want to have this story come out, let alone kind of brag about it on the internet, right? And I guarantee she knew what the sugar baby, sugar daddy situation was, so she's done this already, right? She's trying to act like she was tricked, but she knew what the hell was up. You know what I'm saying? Guys, girls like being side chicks. They like the idea of a guy who's taken, even if he doesn't say so, they know he is, but is spending money and time on them. Guys, her hashtags. Hashtag dating a married man. Hashtag married life. Hashtag cheating. Hashtag infidelity. And look at that, guys. So, alright, you guys, it's AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. I'm out of here, guys. Have a good one.